What is going on, everybody? We are back again. A little late this week. Shri was flying, and then his internet stopped working for some reason. So, all in all, we blame Shri for this. But we're here on Thursday night while the Bears and who else is playing? Bears and Commanders are playing right now. Bears are smacking the Commanders, as we all predicted. We didn't predict that. But yeah, we're here. So we're gonna quickly recap week 4 action. And I gotta start. We definitely have to start with Cowboys Patriots because obviously we got a Cowboys fan and a Pats fan here. So let's start. Sure, I'll give you the floor to start.
Oh, yeah, it's time to blow it up. Mac Jones, get him out of here.
Oh my god!
No, it's time to blow it up. Belichick, get him out of here. We're done.
Wow.
I mean, they lost two of their best defenders. They lost the Gonzalez kid, which I think if he kept playing, he would have won Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year. Sorry,
Yeah, probably. He was really good.
he was really good. He's out for the year. Judon's out for the year. It's time to blow it up. Like, give up on the season at this point. Mac Jones, get him out of here. Don't need him. Caleb Williams, go all in. That's my. I mean, I don't know what else to say. They're just not good.
That's surprising, man. You're out.
Oh yeah, I'm out. There's no hope. I mean, I think as soon as Judon Gonzalez went out, they're done. That's their two best. Those are
they were done. They were done before the season started.
I mean, no, but like at least it could have been competitive in games. But when you lose your two best, arguably those are their two best players right now. Gonzalez
That's
and Judon.
so sad. That is disgusting.
I mean, but Gonzalez was having a really good year, and Judon
was having a really good 4 games.
Yeah, I mean, still for
those are your two best players. That's pretty trash.
I mean, he's locked down a decent amount of guys.
I understand, but if those are your two best players, that's terrible. But that says more about your front office and your decision making as a team than it does anything else.
I think it's time for Belichick to go. It's time for Mac Jones to go. Time to blow it up. That's just what I say. But I'm out on the season, so.
Are you gonna even watch the games anymore?
I mean, I'll have them on Red Zone. That's about it. Oh, wow. You guys almost
Dude, Fairweather fans, they gotta love them, man.
Yeah. I mean, 49ers, here we go, baby.
Dude, here he goes.
Playing you again this week, sure.
Yeah, that's true. Cowboys 49ers, damn.
Yeah. Damn, dude. Honestly, I wasn't expecting that. Thought you'd at least have a little bit of fire.
Dan's just trying to avoid the smoke for the Dolphins.
Oh no, I'm ready for it. I figured we start with that game because we got two a Cowboys fan and a Pats fan, so I figured we'd start there.
Hey Chad, big test for you guys this week, huh?
Yeah, it's
gonna be a game. Stop, relax. Before we get there, Chad, what are your thoughts on the game?
On the Cowboys? I mean,
she's trying to get away with this.
I said before the game, I thought it was gonna be an easy game. The Cowboys offense looked pretty good. Patriots defense looked horrible after especially those two guys got hurt. And then the Cowboys defense bounced back. I think maybe against Cardinals, they walked in, thought and they were just going to win the game. And this game, they came back and let them down. I mean, it was good to see 3 points in the whole game against a Belichick team. Yeah, feels good. Keep it rolling. If they beat the 49ers this week, then I'll be back in.
You're not in right now?
No, I'm sitting. I got like a toe in. You know what I mean? I'm scared to get zapped again. I'm scared to get
I don't like that.
My toe cut off a little bit. I'm always like halfway in, halfway out because dude, they're so good, but then they're so bad. Then they're good, then they're bad. So it's like I wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys won by 20 this week or lost by 20.
Well, Chad, I think the biggest thing is, do you think the offense has been tested so far? Minus the Cardinals game.
What do you mean by tested?
Like to put up points. Because I mean, in the Pats game, 2 of them were pick sixes, or a pick six and a fumble recovery for a touchdown.
Right.
That's 14 points, and I think they had a special teams touchdown too. No.
That was you're talking about the Jets game. Yeah.
But I think this will be the first test for the offense. Really, yeah. I think
their offense doesn't look bad. It's just
until they get in the red zone.
They get in the red zone and then they just like poop themselves and just can't figure out how to get that last 5 yards.
Yeah.
So if they can figure that out, I mean, if they can figure it out, they can score like 50 points in a given week.
Yeah.
But like, they scored 38. And they had like 3 or 4 field goals.
It should have been more.
Yeah, like they could easily had 3 more touchdowns. I think that's where you miss a big back like Zeke. You know, he does make a difference down there. The whole rest of the field, the 90 yards, I don't like him, but in those last 10 yards, like I don't mind a big back going in there just running down the throat.
Yeah.
And Leonard Fournette.
I think.
That'd be a good signing. 1-year deal.
Maybe.
Leonard Fournette.
Fournette.
Yeah.
Would be a good signing.
Pollard. They still have Pollard go like most of the snaps, but
Yeah.
Hey, you give Fournette the goal line touches.
goal line, 3rd and 1.
Yep.
I just think. I agree with everything you said. I just think that it's like going back to Shree's blow it up. When you say blow it up, I mean we know Mac's not a starter in the NFL, right?
Oh yeah, he's not. He's gone after this year, in my opinion.
Like we're at Burger King or like
Yeah, probably McDonald's.
Market Basket.
no,
You guys are in
no,
New
no.
Hampshire, right? Or
Seriously though, where do you think you think he's a backup next year?
Yeah, I think he's a backup. I don't know who they'll get. I mean, if right now if they have a top 5 pick, they can get Drake May.
I think that's who fits them the most. That's like their prototypical like.
But
well, Mac Jones was supposed to fit them too.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think they'll go with him.
I think it depends on if they get rid of Belichick or I don't think he's gonna get. I don't think Kraft is gonna force Belichick out, or he will, but he'll force him to retire. Basically, I think Belichick retires instead of taking another job somewhere. So I think Belichick.
Wait, do you really think this is last year?
Yeah, I think so. He's just not in it. You can just tell too. He just doesn't like coaching this team.
Would you?
Pick there by Sam Howell.
Yeah.
Bears
really.
Wow. Dude, it's safe to say that Brady was the dynasty.
I agree.
So it wasn't the Patriots. It wasn't Belichick. It was Brady. He
No.
left, won a Super Bowl, and then now Belichick's.
I don't know.
stinks.
Dude, it's tough when you do that. Like when you say it's Brady and not Belichick or the Patriots, you think Brady would have any Super Bowls somewhere else? I mean, I think it's a combination. It's definitely more Brady than Belichick.
He got one in Tampa.
I know. Well, I know, but that's because he was already proven, and they had a stud team. Like everyone flocked to them.
I mean, Dan, I think
if he restarted his team and he was on the Browns, if he was on even the Buccaneers, you think he wins 6 Super Bowls?
Yeah. No, I get it.
No, like it's definitely more Brady than Belichick, but it's not.
What's the percentage? Give me a percentage.
65-35.
73.5.
And then what's Belichick's percentage?
The opposite of that.
Yeah. I want to see
26.5. 26.5. I got it. Don't worry.
Okay. No, I agree.
I will also say when Brady was a Patriot, he always had a top 10 defense. Always. And
Did you say there's a top 5 defense this year going into the year?
I mean, they were, but then
Really?
when you lose your 2 best players.
I do think their defense was decent. I don't know if top 5, but they were good. They were good.
Yeah.
It's just tough when your offense can't move the ball. So
yeah. Brady
did.
Do they tank? Yeah, I think they should. I think they should. No,
they won't.
Tank to the point. I think they'll end up with a top 5, top 7 pick, which puts them in the running for Drake May, which I would be interested in to see what they do.
But wouldn't you rather just lose the rest of the games and get Caleb Williams?
I don't know if Belichick's going to do that.
They won't do that.
All right, I'm going to go through their schedule real quick. I want you guys to tell me if you guys see wins or losses here. So this Sunday, home for the Saints.
That's actually the going to be a close game. I like the Saints still with Camara.
What do you have, Trey?
I think it would be a close game. I think it's a winnable game, but I don't think they'll win.
So we're going to say loss? Or are we going to all go loss? I'm saying it's a loss.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. At the Raiders.
I think that's a winnable. I think they can win that.
Loss. I don't think so.
I think they can win that.
Like, Jimmy Garoppolo is just much better than Mac Jones is. They have much better weapons.
I don't know if Jimmy Garoppolo is going to play.
I mean, he'd be 3 weeks removed from the concussion. I would think he'd play. But even if he doesn't, like, they held their own against the Chargers last week.
If he doesn't, then I think it's, I lean more towards the Patriots if Garoppolo doesn't play.
I'm still taking the Raiders in that game.
Okay, keep going.
Home for Buffalo. Okay.
That's a loss,
yeah.
At the Dolphins.
Loss.
Home for the Commanders.
I think the way they're playing right now.
Yeah, they can win that.
They can win.
All right, let's say 1.
Yeah.
Home for the Colts. Actually, London for the Colts.
They can win that.
I don't think they do.
I think they can win that.
I think it's possible.
I think you guys are sleeping on how bad Mac Jones, like how bad this team is in general.
Dude, I'm not sleeping on them. I watched them for 60 minutes.
Like we're at a point now where Zach Wilson's better than Mac Jones.
Hey, I mean Zach Wilson played better than Patrick Mahomes, so.
what I'm saying is like, dude, Mac Jones, like he might be the worst starter in football.
No, he is. He is. There's no arguing that. He is.
So let's do the math here. They lose their two best defensive players. You have the worst starter in football. You don't have a single weapon on offense, and your coach that belongs in a retirement home because he has dementia.
Ooh,
Belichick.
he doesn't have dementia. What are you talking about?
It looks like he
Dan,
does.
I think Belichick can win those games that are like that we were just talking about. I think he can win the Colts game. I think he can get like a win from the Raiders. I think he can get a win from the Commanders.
But
I
you
think
just don't have any talent on your roster.
I agree, but I think he can win those games.
Ultimately, you have to have some level of talent. Like,
I
yeah,
mean,
we can say the coach can get him a game, but you have to have some talent.
And I'm not disagreeing with you, but think about the last 3 years after Brady left. They've had no talent. What talent have they had?
The defense was always good.
Hold
We
on,
just
hold
said
on.
it.
Time out. Every year Brady's been gone, we've been hearing all about, oh, Cam Newton might be another MVP. Oh, Mac
course.
Jones is the guy. Now you're saying they have no talent. The last
I've
3
never
years.
said, I've never said
I'm saying
that.
Shree.
Oh,
No, I'm agreeing with you. They don't have talent.
right. So you have like those last however many years after Brady retired, at least they had talent on defense, right? So Belichick can, he can muck up the game and
Yeah.
get him and try to get him a couple
Yeah, but
turnovers
I
here
think-
there.
I
But now,
think-
hold on, shut up. Now you have just no talent. Period.
I think even with the players, I think Belichick can put out a competitive defense that they have right now. I think they can put out a competitive defense.
I do agree with Dan. I think Belichick's lost like his piss and vinegar, so to say.
Yeah.
Like for winning for that long and then suddenly you suck. Like that's
I'm
gotta
not
be.
sure. I'll go through it real quick. I'm just not sure. I see the 3 wins. Right, we said home for the Saints, at the Raiders, home for the Bills, at the Dolphins, Germany for the Commanders, home for the Colts, at the Giants, home for the
They can be
Chargers.
They can be Giants. They can be Giants. They can be Commanders. They can be Colts.
Are you picking them to though? Like, yeah, they can. I mean, any given Sunday they can beat anybody.
I think I'd pick them. I mean, the way the Commanders are looking right now, I think I'd pick them against Commanders and the Giants.
Steelers, Chiefs, Broncos. Jets,
But
Bills.
I don't think the
They can
Patriots
beat-
will get the #1 pick. Or
I don't think they're not going to get the #1 pick. They can beat the Broncos and the Jets at the end of the season.
but I don't think they'll get the #3 pick either.
I think they can be a top 7 pick.
Which you don't get Drake May.
I mean, right now projections have them at #5. We'll see what happens.
All right. I mean,
Let
I
me
think
ask
it's time for a new
let me-
coach. I think it's time for a new quarterback.
No, yeah, I think it's time to blow it up.
Would you trade your first round pick, say it's 7,
Yeah.
for Justin Fields if they get Caleb Williams and they trade Justin Fields? 7th overall pick.
I mean, the Justin Fields we're getting today, yeah.
No, I'm asking in general. Whatever. You get the good
I
and the
don't-
bad, right? I mean, he's gonna play some games good, some games bad. But he's electric when he
If
plays
DJ Moore
good.
scores here again, I'm gonna lose.
Hope he does.
Honestly, you know what? I think what's gonna happen is how Fields ends up playing the rest of the season.
What are we talking about?
Dude, if they have the #1 overall pick, I
just-
don't care how he plays.
I just told you, it's locked. The Bears have the #1 pick.
No. I'm saying if the Patriots to trade for him.
Oh, I thought you were.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying.
No, I'm not saying the Bears. I'm saying for the Patriots to trade for him. I think it'll depend on how.
Let's say the draft is right now. Let's say the end of the season is right now.
Yeah.
What you've seen out of these 4 games.
No.
No.
Okay. What about Kyler Murray?
Yeah, probably.
You'd rather have Kyler Murray than Justin Fields right now on that
Yeah.
contract.
Yeah, because I think Kyler can throw the ball, dude.
I mean, dude,
Justin
Fields
has
can
3
too.
touchdowns in the first half.
I mean, yeah, like I said, if
No, I know. I'm kidding.
this field, yeah, I think I would trade
But
number
Fields
1.
is talent. Like Fields is talented. Like you get him. I mean, look. We're watching the game right now. Their offensive line has played great.
Yeah.
Like when he has time to throw, when he has plays on a decent offensive line, he makes things happen.
No, I agree. I mean, this field, yes, but the fields that missed a wide open throw 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think we went too far the other direction because last year everyone just because he had a good fantasy season, everyone was saying, "Oh, he's Fields MVP." Fields. That was never going to happen. Fields is he's not a great quarterback by any means. I'm not even sure he's a good quarterback, but
I think
he can make things. He's better than Mac Jones.
Oh yeah.
I think a bigger question is Kirk Cousins. Would I trade the #7 pick for Kirk Cousins? I think
No.
that's
Would
good.
you?
No. You trade for Kirk Cousins if you're trying to win. Like,
Well, first of all,
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins will be a free agent this year, so he'll go
Yeah.
wherever he wants to go.
but even
No, that's true. That's true. If we're
like
trying to win.
your team is not suited to just get a quarterback and like try to be good. Kirk Cousins is 35 years old or whatever he is, and he's on his way
And
out.
you were right though; they got to rebuild.
If
They
got
gotta
a
rebuild.
seven,
In this day and age, like in 2023, you need to have an offensive-minded head coach. We're seeing that,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And you have to have a quarterback that can make the plays to run your system.
Yeah.
Bottom line, and you don't have either of those.
I think they own someone else's first round pick too this year. I'm interested to see what happens. But
I
would-
go ahead, Tree.
I would if I have to, I don't quote me on it, but if they do, I would like them to see if they would trade after this year for Devontae Adams, and then if they can get Drake May. If they can get Drake May and pair him with Devontae Adams, I think that's good for them. That's a good start for the rebuild.
Yeah,
And you have
that's very good. I don't
you
think
have,
that's.
you have on the back end. You have a defense with J.C. Jackson, Gonzalez comes back, Judon comes back. That's a solid defense.
J.C. Jackson.
I mean, J.C. Belichick's gonna
Mhm.
make J.C. Jackson a good cornerback. He was
J.C. Jackson plays on the Chargers.
No, he got traded. They traded for him.
What'd you say?
The
What?
Patriots traded for him.
Right
J.C.
now?
Jackson,
Yeah,
like
they-
today.
like yesterday.
What?
Wow.
Yeah,
J.C. Jackson in a trade with the wow.
they brought him back.
What did they give up?
Christian Gonzalez.
It's 20, 25, 6th, and 7th round picks. Or they're just swapping.
How did I miss that?
Yeah.
I didn't see that either. Wow. I mean,
Wow,
hey,
okay. I mean, he was terrible, but
no,
No,
that's not good.
horrible. But I think in the Belichick system, he'll be better. And then when you pair him with
Belichick might
Gonzalez,
not be there. We just said that.
what?
Belichick may not be there.
That's true. But
How
that's
did I miss- dude. That's how irrelevant that guy is. I didn't even see that. And he's on a big contract too.
no. I think it was like 5
Yes.
years, 5 years,
That's a
70.
big contract.
He's on a big contract. I think he's getting like 15, 16 million a year.
He's getting like $7 million less than Trayvon Diggs.
No, I think it's not a lot of it is guaranteed though. Let me look it up.
Signed a 5-year, $82.5 million contract, including $25 million signing bonus,
So he's making $2 less million a year than Trayvon Diggs.
40 million
No, so-
guaranteed.
Yeah,
and
so
average
half-
salary of 16.5.
Yeah, so half the contract is basically in incentives.
Dude, I'm really happy Tyreek gets to see J.C. Jackson again this year. Like I wanted to see, I wish I could play him every game.
What do you mean by
Is it 200 yards?
incentives?
Because 40 million is guaranteed, so all the rest of the 40
Yeah.
is an incentive. So he has to meet like certain let's say he needs to get a certain number of picks, certain number of
No, it's not.
awards. Yeah, it is.
I
It
don't
could
think
be
that's-
like
I don't think that's how the contracts work.
that's how it works.
I'm pretty sure it
No,
doesn't.
no.
I'm
It
pretty
doesn't
sure
work that way.
he gets the guaranteed, but he gets like a check like any 9 to 5 worker does. He plays the game and he gets a game check.
No.
Right.
So I think the contract is under
No.
incentive.
No. There
No.
are incentives in contracts.
You
to
can
make
get
it
more than your
money.
contract. But your
Oh.
contract is just like you go to work and you clock out and you get your check. You go
Right.
40 hours a week.
Uh.
Obviously that's not it, but you know what I mean. Like it doesn't matter if he has 100 interceptions or 1.
But there are incentives like that. Hey,
Correct.
you make first
on
team
top,
All-Pro, you get
on
an extra
top
$5
of his
million.
salary, on top of
Yeah.
his contract, yes.
Yeah.
But his 82.5 he's getting if he stays healthy and plays. It doesn't get cut.
I think that's terrible. He sucks.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why the Patriots didn't sign him.
They let him go
Just
and then decided to
trade for that money. All right, yeah, whatever. Anywho, let's move
Yeah,
on.
you tell me Belichick doesn't have dementia? All right, let's move on.
Mhm.
So obviously we're talking about Dolphins Bills, right? I
Wait,
assume?
back to the contract thing. No, so I just looked it up. So, for example, Odell's contract, they signed him on a 1-year, $18 million deal, but 15 is guaranteed, and the rest of the 3 million is in incentives. And
For that contract.
no, but the incentives are like if he gets 30 plus catches, it's 250,000. If he gets 60 plus catches, that's $1 million.
For
If he
that contract.
No, yeah. So, but his contract was 1 year, 18 million. That's what they reported as.
Mhm.
15 million was guaranteed money. The rest of the 3 million is under incentives.
I understand that, right? But that's that specific contract, right? They made it so you're basically getting 15 million, and then you can get another 3, right? Like if JC Jackson's contract is what we say 82 million, 5 years 82, how much was guaranteed? 40 something.
40.
The other 40 or whatever 42 is not all going to be incentives. I'm sure some of it is, but not all of it.
Yeah, I'm looking up the incentives. And
There's not going to be $40 million in incentives. Like, what does he have to do?
So hold on,
Like, go back to college and win the Heisman? What does he have to do?
So before all this guaranteed money started happening 10 years ago, there wasn't really any guaranteed money. It was just you were just signing bonus. So you're saying literally every player was only incentives. So if they went out there and didn't have a catch day, wouldn't get paid.
Well, no, I mean, they make the incentives like super easy. Like, did you do like it could be like summer workouts, training camp. You show up to training camp, that's like a $2 million incentive.
I'm not about to sit here and talk about JC Jackson's contract.
I don't think it's incentives. I think there was requirements for the contract.
Yeah.
Like you have to stay under this weight and you have to do this and that, but it's not like incentives means it's optional.
Yeah, so like in 2026, JC Jackson has $17 million in incentives in his contract.
Okay.
Let's just move on.
Yeah.
All right.
Next.
Dolphins, Bills, I assume is where we're going?
Yeah. Dan, you want to take it away?
Sure. Yeah. Tough game. Dolphins lose, 48-2? Why are you so happy? We're 3-1. Shut the fuck up.
I'm just saying the contrast from last week.
What? They won by 50 last week and they lost by 30 this week. There's obviously going to be a contrast.
I'm saying your reaction. Last week, just the contrast.
Chad, which side are you on? I'm trying to look at you. Like, you know how Jim looks at the camera in the office when Dwight's something stupid? That's like where I'm at right now. Anyway, yeah. Obviously, like when you lose, your reaction is going to be different than when you win. I mean, you don't know that because you're not winning very much these days. But anyway, Dolphins lose. Huh?
It's a bad loss?
Yeah, every loss is a bad loss.
All right.
Every loss in the NFL is a bad loss. You only play 17 games, right? So every loss is a bad loss. There's some things to take away from it. Number one, the defense is not looking good at all, right? I don't know why Xavier Howard wasn't put on Stephon Diggs after the first touchdown. I understand why you don't put your number one corner right. Obviously, our number one corner today because Jalen Ramsey's hurt. But when you want to put your best corner on the second best receiver to eliminate him from the game, and then you want to kind of double the best receiver on the other team, right? But after he burnt them as many times as he did in that first quarter, I would like to have seen a switch there and just say, all right, now X shadow Stephon Diggs. That didn't happen. It is what it is, right? So the defense didn't look good. We were definitely missing, obviously, still Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Phillips being out was huge because we couldn't get any pressure on Josh Allen whatsoever. Like he had all day to throw. There was no pressure whatsoever. Jalen Phillips, our best rusher. That's obviously a miss right there, right? So yeah, defensively, there's adjustments to be made defensively. Offensively, I thought they actually played a pretty decent game. They had a couple of penalties that were dumb. Obviously, they weren't even playing with their starting center, so they had one of their guards playing center, which is a little tough. The offensive line didn't look as good. Tua got sacked 5 times, which is definitely a concern. But give credit to Buffalo. They played really well. Like when I was watching that game, it looked like their defense had 13 guys out there. Like that's just how fast they were moving and how good of a defense they were. They played great.
Von Miller said he's playing this week.
Yeah, they're gonna get Von Miller back, but they also lost Tre'Davious White, tore his Achilles this week, which is huge. So their secondary is now really, really banged up. But for the Dolphins, I think Tua said it after the game, Tyreek said it after the game, the coach said it after the game. Tough game. Obviously, you don't want to lose any games, but I think they needed to be humbled in this way because they felt like they were the kings of the NFL just because they put up 70 on Denver. And I think in the NFL, you need to realize where you are, and they're not the kings of the AFC East. That's still Buffalo, right? So I think it was obviously no loss is a good loss, but I think they need to be humbled. I'm encouraged where I saw the offense. As good as Buffalo defense looked, we still put up 20 points. There was that missed 4th down call that clearly was a 4th down. It is what it is, but it was a bad game ultimately. Buffalo played much better than Miami, and Miami has a lot of things to work on, especially defensively. But it is what it is. Move on to next week.
Jesus, what are you, the head coach?
Yeah.
The hell was
might
that?
As well be. What?
That was the most head coach speech I've ever heard in my entire life.
I'm being honest with you.
I think, Dan, I think what's worrisome is just the defense, like you said.
Yeah.
Teams that can score points, Chargers put up 34, Bills put up 48. You'll have the Eagles in a couple weeks. That'll be a next big test. I mean, teams that can score points have shown that they can score points. So I think the defense. I mean, I think when Jalen Ramsey comes back, that'll definitely be a help. But
when Jalen Ramsey comes back and Jalen Phillips, honestly, I think Jalen Phillips more than Jalen Ramsey is gonna help. I mean, our second and third corner are out, or really our first corner and our third corner are out, or were out last week. So I mean, that's tough. But I think Jalen Phillips is a bigger loss, just because when you can't get to the quarterback, you give a guy like Josh Allen all day long to throw. What's Josh Allen known for? Making stupid mistakes, and that happens when he's pressured, doesn't have time to think about.
yeah,
stuff.
but the thing is, Josh Allen's making plays with his legs too. Throwing on the.
I understand, but he can do that when he's up because there's no problem, right? When he gave him all day to sit in the pocket and just make a throw, he's still one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. As much as we like to criticize him, he's still a really good quarterback. So when you give him all day to throw, he's going to make the plays, right?
Yeah.
The problem is you have to be able to get to him, and we couldn't do that with Jalen Phillips.
Yeah, you guys have I mean, defense. You guys have a couple tough games with good offenses coming up, so we'll see.
We get the Giants and the Panthers next 2 weeks. I think we'll be all right.
I mean, the rest of the season, you guys have the Eagles, Chiefs, Cowboys, Ravens, and Bills on your schedule.
Ideally, by the Chiefs game, Ramsey's back.
Yeah, that's true.
That'll help. Jalen Phillips looks like he's going to play this week. So I'm not as worried as I think a lot of people were trying to make it look. I mean, they played a tough team at home, and it's hard to win in Buffalo. So, got to show up the defense, the offense as well as their defense played. Buffalo, Miami still put up 20, and it should have been 27 because there's a touchdown that got called back. Like they still played a good offensive game. So the offense doesn't worry me at all. It's just strictly the defense.
Let me ask you a question. Where's Bradley Chubb?
Dude, he's had 2 good games since he's been traded here. He had the game against New England. Well, I guess he had actually. I'll take that back. He had 3. He had the game against New England, who was actually really good. The game against Denver, the revenge game, was actually really good for him too. And then he had 1 good game right when he first got traded here last year. But other than that, he's been useless.
Yeah, you guys should go get Burns.
Dude, I was thinking about. All right, let me ask you guys a question.
How can they afford him?
He's available.
How can they afford him?
Well, they can't because what he's looking. So he's looking for a long-term deal.
Yeah.
But if you trade him and just play him out this year, if you trade for him and play him out this year, he's gonna look for a contract next year. So Miami's got really a 2-year window if we're looking at it, right? Because it's how many guys have to get paid. Tua's gonna have to get paid. Jalen Waddle's gonna have to get paid. Jalen Phillips is gonna have to get paid. Christian Wilkins, Javon Holland. There's so many guys that's been drafted in the last 3 or 4 years that are gonna have to get paid. Tyreek has already been paid. Jalen Ramsey's already been paid. Bradley Chubb has already been paid. Armstead's been paid already. So they really have this 2-year window to go all in to try to win a Super Bowl this year and next year. Well, I guess last year too, but they were obviously Tua got hurt. So these next 2 years, this year and next year, is their window to try to win a Super Bowl. If you trade for Burns from Charlotte, Charlotte, right? No, Carolina.
Yeah.
You can trade for him and not pay him this summer.
Yeah, you just
not pay him right now. Pay him this summer.
Yeah, you play him out this year.
Yeah, play him out the rest of the year. Would you guys give up 2 first-round picks for him?
No.
For a rental?
Dan, at that point, you're mortgaging your future and you're mortgaging your present.
I think you have to mortgage the future. I mean, they've already mortgaged the future.
I disagree. You do not give up two in the NFL. 2 first-round picks are really valuable.
But so is winning a Super Bowl. What he would fit is our biggest weakness. He can stop the run. He can also play.
You're telling me you're not going to resign him though?
No, you try to.
Oh, if you resign him, then yeah.
Yeah, you try to resign him.
Yeah.
You got to see what he'll accept as an offer. But if you try to resign him,
I think you do it if you can resign him. But if it's just a rental for this year, I wouldn't.
No. I'm not talking about just a rental. I'm talking about trade for him and hope you can offer him whatever you can and hope he accepts it.
Trade Bradley Chubb to him.
I would love to, dude. Bradley Chubb sucks.
Inevitably, Dan. So if you bring him in and you want to sign him, they're gonna give him max, right? Whatever he's gonna want, he's gonna get a pretty high offer. So which 2 players would you be willing to not re-sign? That you
Bradley Chubb and Emmanuel Ogbah?
I think you're gonna have to re-sign more, not re-sign more, because they're not gonna get contracts that are equivalent.
No, I'm saying they already got paid. I was talking about just get rid of them.
No,
I'm talking about not pay. You're talking about not pay somebody.
Yeah, so let's say you just give up 2 first-round picks and get burned.
Oh, okay.
So let's say you just give up 2 first-round picks. So next year, who are you not going to re-sign?
Am I crazy for saying Waddle?
Yeah,
I was thinking that.
Am I crazy for saying Waddle?
I would not re-sign Waddle.
Yeah, to me.
Why though?
Waddle's nasty.
Is he?
Yeah.
No, Chad, I agree he's nasty, right? You always want a guy
I'm
like
not even sure. I'm not even sure he's nasty.
no. Chad, but I think we're seeing you can win with one wide receiver, one really good wide receiver. Like for example, Stephon Diggs. He makes Gabe Davis look good. You know,
Gabe Davis
Devontae
is-
I don't know about that.
Devontae
Davis-
Adams makes Hunter Renfro look good, or who's Jacoby Myers look good. You know, I think you need one really good wide receiver. You don't need Yes, you'd love to have two, but you don't need two studs.
I mean, look at Waddle's usage. Like, look at his
Yeah.
numbers.
Yeah.
They don't use him nearly as much as they could because they have Tyreek. And what does Waddle do? He just replicates Tyreek, but they're
Yeah.
using one of them. I think if you get, I mean, we've seen Tua throw to River Craycraft and Braxton Berrios, and they make those guys look pretty good too. I think you trade Waddle. I'm sure you can get a second round pick for Waddle at this point.
I think you might be able to get a first round pick.
Perfect. And Carolina's looking for a receiver. Have a good day. I
Like,
would do Waddle I think I would do Waddle in a second for Burns.
Dude, like, imagine Waddle going to the Chiefs.
I mean, yeah.
No,
be
but I'm saying
fantastic.
that's what I'm saying. Like, you telling me I think they would give up a first round pick for him.
Maybe
Why would they not?
he's hurt a lot too.
Would you want to do that trade though?
Me?
You help another AFC contender?
No,
No, of course
no,
not.
of course
I'm
not.
talking about to Carolina. Carolina came out this week and said they're looking for a wide receiver.
Yeah, I mean, I think that'd be a good fit. Pair with Bryce Young, both young guys.
Young guy.
Try
Yeah.
to let him roll. You never know.
I consider Dolphins won't do it. I'm letting you guys know right now. They're not going to do that. But I consider it.
Yeah.
Brian Burns would help this team. If they get him, they might pick to win the Super Bowl.
The Panthers.
No. The Dolphins. If they get him, they're my pick to win the Super Bowl. I don't see it happening, but if they do, we can wrap it up.
Yeah. All right. Well, on the flip side, Buffalo impressed. Josh Allen. I think I texted you guys. This Josh Allen, the second best quarterback in the league.
Dude, Josh Allen every September and October looks like he can be the best player in the world. Every September and October.
Oh, yeah, I agree. This Josh Allen, second best player in the league. Can we all agree?
Yeah.
I mean, 4 touchdowns, 1 running. He talk about being in the zone. He was just feeling it that day. So I think he had more touchdowns than incompletions, right? He had 4
He had a second.
incompletions.
Oh yeah, touchdowns. Yeah. They meant throwing.
So I mean, he looked good.
I mean, he looked good. I mean, it's easy when you have nobody getting any pressure on him whatsoever. Again, if Phillips is there, I think it's a different game. But yeah, he looked great. But we do this every September and October. Josh Allen looks great. He's an MVP favorite. Blah blah blah. And then what happens? He makes these stupid plays. He makes these dumb decisions.
All right, but no, Dan. But like, let's be honest. So the Jets game, we overreacted.
No, he didn't. He had 5 turnovers.
All right. Okay.
First
but
game of the year, dude. Come on, give him a break.
5 turnovers.
Yeah. Just to show
I do
you,
that all the time in Madden and still win. It's not a big deal.
Since then, they put up 30 against the Raiders, 37 against the Commanders.
Okay, how'd he look against the Commanders? They put up 37. Go look at his stats.
All right, but 38 against the Raiders. I'm just
Go
saying.
look at him. I'm asking you, what are they? What are his stats that game? Can't find them, huh?
Max, take it down.
Their stats: 20 for 32, 218, a touchdown, and an interception.
Oh yeah, dude, that's world beater right there.
And he had
Read it back one more time, a little slower, just so I can hear
he
you.
had 50 yards on the ground, 1 touchdown on the ground, 3 rushes for 50 yards and a touchdown. So he really had 2 total yards. He had 278, 2 touchdowns, and a pick.
That's elite to me.
Whoa.
That's elite. That's elite. Yeah, that's MVP level.
I mean, he's probably the front runner for MVP right now. No,
he is every September and October.
All right.
Jeez.
Commanders, Raiders, he had a good game, and then they just put up 48 against Dolphins. I mean, hey, they're finding their groove right now. They're a dangerous team going forward.
They absolutely are till January. Happens every year.
I think it's a big test against.
So January. So now you're saying November, December, he's gonna be hot too.
January's
I don't think you will, but I'm saying every January
January's AFC Championship game. So
okay,
if
so
they
I guess December then, yeah. I guess let's go back.
I'm gonna say it's gonna come down to, I think this division's gonna come down to the last week of the season. Is that when they play Dolphins? Yep.
Yep.
January 7th, that's a playoff game. That's gonna be that could be a fight for the number 1 overall seed. It could be a fight for the number 1 overall seed compared to the number 5 or 6 seed.
Yeah.
That's a big game. That's huge.
I don't think so though. I think the Chiefs will. I think the
Yeah,
Chiefs will
the
have
Chiefs
the one
will.
seed by the time. But I
All
get
right,
what you're
but
saying. I get what you're saying.
that could be the fight between a number 2 seed and a number 5 seed.
Yeah.
Having to play all your games on the road compared to at least one game at home.
Yeah.
Or 2 games at home.
And I've said it forever. I think having home field advantage means more to the Dolphins than does anybody else.
Yeah.
You get to stay in Miami and play throughout the, and then go to where's the Super Bowl? Vegas?
Than anywhere
Vegas.
else?
Than any other team.
You think so?
Yeah, 100%.
No, I mean, Chad, right now, think about it. Like all the teams in the AFC play in the cold. Let's say Kansas City's going to play in the cold. Buffalo's
know.
going to play in the cold.
Baltimore's
going to play in the cold. Miami's
those
the only.
are really the only 3 teams that I think have a legit shot. I don't even think the Ravens have a legit shot, but in terms of competing,
You're just saying because it affects more of the teams.
it affects. No, well, I'm saying it specifically affects the Dolphins.
Yeah,
Right.
the Dolphins.
When we're talking about we're talking about speed and we're talking about the offense. Cold weather and snow can slow that down.
Yeah.
So for Miami, having home field advantage throughout the playoffs means more to them than it does to any other team.
Yeah, huge game last week of the season, but
yeah.
All right,
you guys. We'll have the real Josh Allen by then.
Yeah, I hope he throws 5 touchdowns that way.
I hope so too. We have any other takeaways from the other games this week?
Let's just do quick hitters like we do. All right, so first game Thursday night was Lions-Packers. Lions look good, pull out the win. Next game Falcons-Jags. Jags pulled out the win in London. Funny how the Jags are playing 2 back-to-back games in London.
Dude, basically it's their home team.
Yeah.
They're talking
Rams
about years moving in there.
They were trying to.
Yeah.
Rams-Colts. This was a fun game. Rams pulled out the win in overtime.
Colts little comeback though. Colts little comeback. They ran 23-0.
Yeah.
Anthony Richardson looks pretty good.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And Puka Nakua, that guy.
Cooper Kupp comes back for them this week.
Doesn't matter. It's Puka's team.
No.
Yeah, let's see.
Real quick though, before we move on to that, are the Rams like low key kind of good?
Yeah, I think so.
Cooper Kupp, Puka, Tutu Atwell, Stafford's pretty good. Aaron Donald's pretty good.
I said this at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, you did.
I said the Rams are gonna be good and the Seahawks are gonna be bad.
Yeah, Seahawks have been playing decent.
Seahawks are okay, but
they looked dominant the other night.
Yeah, they play the Giants, but whatever.
Still,
the Rams. I told you. I said, Even Cup went down. Stafford still got it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Ravens Browns. Deshaun Watson got hurt. Ravens pulled out the win. Didn't take too much. Vikings Panthers. Vikings, man. Squeaked out the win, but they're not good.
Yeah,
they're better than New England.
But what happens now? Just
nothing.
Real quick, if the Panthers get the number 1 overall pick.
Oh, they take Caleb Williams.
They're taking Caleb Williams.
What do you do with Bryce?
There's not a single team outside of like, of course, Kansas City's and Buffalo aren't getting the first overall pick, but like, there's not a single team or like Cincinnati. Well, Cincinnati maybe actually, but
I don't think Burrow's a problem.
I don't think so either. No. It's not. He's obviously hurt, but those are the teams that aren't going to take Caleb Williams. I think every other team, like even including the Dolphins, I think if the Dolphins got to the number 1 overall pick somehow,
you think the Cowboys would?
Yes. What?
Just asking.
Dude, the most beneficial.
I didn't say should. I said, do you think they would?
Yeah, I do. The most beneficial thing you can have on a good team is a quarterback on a rookie deal.
Agreed.
Especially one that's better than most of the league
Patrick
is
Mahomes
right now. Or Patrick Mahomes.
That's it. Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, I think.
What do you do with Bryce? You just trade him?
Yeah. Bye. Go to New England.
Yeah.
I'd take Bryce.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sold on Bryce. So.
Never mind. He looks decent. He looks halfway decent though.
I think he looks okay, but I think Stroud's way better.
Mm-hmm. We'll get to him, but all right. Bengals Titans. Bengals
suck.
They can't protect Burrow. He's the new Andrew Luck, in my opinion. Has all the talent in the world. That team just won't protect him.
That's a really good take.
I don't know if that's sarcastic or not, but
no, I'm being dead ass serious. That was actually a really good take.
Right.
Like, I mean, Andrew Luck
from Shree, I know, but
I don't know. You yeah, go ahead.
I mean, Andrew Luck, man, they forced the guy to retire. He was just like, I can't take this beating. That's what's gonna happen to Burrow. He just gets hurt. What was?
But they also have different problems too. The defense is not good. Losing Jesse Bates is huge.
No.
I agree, but dude, you got to protect your franchise.
I understand that's the number one.
Well, did they
priority.
try? They signed who? They signed Collins, right?
No,
La'el
they
Collins.
released him. They tried. They signed him last year, and he
Yeah.
just was hurt, so they had to release him this year. He played in Dallas last, right? Wasn't he?
Yeah,
Dallas?
he was a Dallas guy before.
I mean, like what?
I mean, 1-3's. I think they might be cooked.
No, they're not cooked yet. I think once you get to 5 losses, you're cooked.
Well, who they got this week? Do we know?
They have winnable games these last 2 weeks.
I mean, some of these games were also winnable.
They have
they're playing-
Arizona.
They have Arizona and then Seahawks and then the bye week. If they can win these, if they can get 3-3 and have a bye week and give Burrow 2 weeks of rest, they got a chance to make it back.
Yeah, I agree.
But
I don't know. Arizona's frisky, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
so next game, Bucks Saints. Bucks. Hey, I mean,
Saints
they'll-
suck.
Saints suck. Yeah.
Baker
But
in New England.
was Carr playing?
Yeah, he played.
Yeah.
My
But
team, dude.
Baker's cooking. Mike Evans got hurt, but hey, Baker's looks good. So Dolphins, Bills, we touched on. Broncos, Bears. Broncos pulled out the win. Bears, what did they
That
blow?
was the stupidest game I've ever seen in my life.
But,
I got nothing to say.
Commanders, Eagles. Eagles pull out the win in overtime. Commanders played a good game.
Yeah.
So
Dude, the Eagles.
Eagles undefeated, but they're not playing to their best potential, in my opinion, yet.
I'm thinking about it, man. The Dolphins are 3-1. I feel better about the Dolphins than I do the Eagles.
Dude, the thing is, the Eagles team. I'm not sold on Jalen Hurts, right? But
I agree.
I think he's pretty good.
He's a better rushing Dak Prescott.
He's a better rusher than Dak Prescott. There's that.
He's a better rushing version of Dak Prescott.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But having him like top 5, I think is kind of ridiculous. But their whole team is stacked. It's unreal. So it's like,
And they got Carter for cheap. So I mean, I think they're a team that's going to put it together as the season goes on. So I think they're going to.
They'll push through. They'll push through.
They'll be fine.
Get it? The touch
Yeah,
push.
the touch push. Yeah. You see people want to ban that play. I'm like, what?
Oh, that's stupid. I think that's stupid. It's dumb that we want to ban it. Obviously, the play is
What does that
annoying.
even
It's not
mean?
good. It's not good for the game, I guess, because like it's not aesthetically
Why?
pleasing. But other teams are trying it, and it's not working. So clearly, they're doing something right.
They're literally the only team that can do it.
Right. So I don't think banning that. I think is stupid. I agree.
It's just like,
I hate-
oh,
I hate the
a play works for a teim and no one can stop it. Let's just take it out. It's like, how does that make any
Yeah.
sense? It's like
I
banning
I
Tyreek
hate
Hill
it.
from running streaks. It's like you can't run streaks
Yeah.
because it's too OP. It's
True.
like, dude,
Yeah. I hate the play. I hate when I'm watching it. Like I hate seeing
Oh,
it, but like
100%.
it works.
like when it happened against Dallas, I'm pissed. I'm like, I know it's happening, but we can't stop it. Like, yeah, it sucks,
Yeah.
but like,
And if Dallas can't stop it, nobody's stopping it.
you can't just take it out of the game because someone's too good. It's just stupid.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Taking the
All right.
3-point shot out because of Steph.
Right.
Next game, Steelers, Texans. Hey, CJ Stroud, man, real deal.
Looks good.
He's the real deal, and the Steelers are really not.
CJ Stroud gonna be top 10 quarterback at the end of the season if he plays like this.
No. Yes, then sure.
CJ Stroud might be
He
really.
might be there already.
Dude,
Yeah, he.
no.
Might be there.
He's not. Stop it. I think it's. I do like him. I think he'll be good long term. But
So
to
here
me,
is
it's like he's got to hit a wall at some point. He's got to hit that rookie wall where he just
here.
goes like.
CJ Stroud, week
He's
one,
good, he's
Ravens.
good. You don't
No
even-
picks so
you don't-
far. No
I
picks.
know you don't even read his stats. He's good so far. I'm just saying, it's tough to go the whole year as a rookie.
Yeah.
Henrik, settle down. Tough to go the whole
Relax.
year as a rookie without having like those speed bumps. So I think that's coming.
Let's see, but I mean, he's playing.
He's
really
playing
good.
out of his mind. Yeah, I like him a lot.
All right. Next game, Raiders, Chargers. Chargers squeak out the win. You guys see the thing about Chandler Jones, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got arrested.
Yeah, who got arrested? He's CT's again, but feel bad. Hopefully, he
Real
gets the
quick
help.
on the Chargers, dude. Brandon Staley, like I don't know how he keeps surviving every.
Oh yeah, dude, he's. I think he's out of this season.
He should have been out after last. We blew a 24-point lead in the playoffs. He should have been out last season. But this is the second week in a row where it's a close game against a not so great team, and they have the ball up in the score on the on their own territory, and he goes for it on 4th down with like 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, no.
And he's got bailed out both times because both of them turned into a pick by the other team because he didn't get the first down on either one. and then
Right.
Cousins threw a pick last week, and then whoever the quarterback for Las
O'Connell
Vegas,
or whatever his name is. Yeah.
yeah, he threw a pick this week, so he's gotten bailed out twice.
Yeah.
But man,
No, I think we're both with you, Dan.
Dude, it's just
Yeah.
like he's doing just enough, like to not get fired. Which we all agree he should be fired, but like, it's not like they're losing a bunch of games. Like they're doing just enough.
I think
where,
it's like it was like McCarthy last year. I think.
yeah,
Like I really think McCarthy could have gone last year.
yeah, he's doing just enough to not get fired.
Yeah. All right, next game, Cardinals 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with 5 touchdowns, playing out of his mind right now. Hey, just a question. Can you guys guess his MVP odds right now?
Minus 120.
Where does he rank? Where does he rank?
No, I'm
Probably 10.
No, 10th.
No, Chad. What do you think?
Like 10th.
Yeah, Dan said 10.
Second.
No, he's number 9.
See,
Dan,
dude,
he's
he's a
number
running
9.
back.
Number 9.
I know, but they like to have like these position players. Remember when like they had like Parsons and stuff up early last year? They like to tease
Try to bait people into
the other positions up earlier in the year, and then towards the end of the year, it's all quarterbacks. But.
Yeah.
I think people are catching on this year.
Patriots Cowboys we touched on. Chiefs Jets, that's a good game. Zach Wilson played really well.
But he didn't though. He played really well for Zach Wilson standards.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He was the first quarter. Let me read the stat. I sent it to you guys. I thought it was pretty interesting. First quarterback to outplay Mahomes in college or the NFL.
But like, I'm not sure he outplayed him because he's the reason they lost. He fumbled the ball.
No, but I agree with you. I mean, he blew that blast play at the end, but like as a whole game, only quarterback to ever have fewer interceptions, more completions, more passing yards, and touchdown passes in a game against Mahomes in college or football or NFL. Sorry,
but to me, he did not play him. So,
but
yeah, but I mean, it's not going to continue. Impressive. But
no, it's impressive. I mean, he plays like that. He plays like that. They can win games moving forward.
Also,
no, they can't. Listen, Kansas City was up 17-0, and Mahomes was like, "Shit, let me just try some stuff here." Dude, he did not play Mahomes. Stop it.
How about Mahomes just ruining all the bets?
Hey, I teased him down to -2.
Thank God you did.
So I was very happy about that.
Wait, did you do -3? Is that the one that pushed or no?
No, the Eagles pushed.
The Eagles pushed. Yeah, dude, thank God. So much money was lost on that one play.
Yeah, because the line was -9.5, I think is what it was, or -9.
Yeah.
They were up 3, and he had basically had a touchdown he could have walked in for, but he stopped at the 1-yard line.
Yeah.
So the game was they ran the game out, and yeah.
Who's the player that just got hurt in the? You guys watching the Bears game? Who's the player that just got hurt?
I don't know.
It looked pretty bad.
All right, what do we got? We got anything else?
Last game, Seahawks Giants. Seahawks blew them out. I don't think there's much to say. That was a Monday night game. That's
Giants
it.
stink. Who plays the Giants this week? Because they might put up 55.
Giants are playing the Dolphins.
Dolphins.
I'd say.
Crazy.
Was that a plan? Was that?
Yeah, it definitely was.
That plan.
All right. Moving on. Chad, you got any games?
No. Do you?
No.
Dan, do you?
We can go picks.
What is the worst quarterback in the league? I'll give you a hint. His first name has 3 letters in it, and his last name has 5. Go ahead.
Can I have a conference? Joe Burrow.
No. Good try, Dan. Good try.
Oh, Burrow has 6 letters. Damn.
No, it's gonna be in the AFC.
Does his first name start with an M?
Yes. Good.
Mariota.
No.
Mariota's better than Mac Jones. It's Mac Jones, dude. Mac Jones.
It's Mac Jones.
Do you remember when it was Mac Jones is better than Tua? Do you remember that, Chad?
Do I remember that? I was on the team. Mac Jones is way better, dude.
Were you? Oh, I was gonna say I don't think you
crazy.
I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure
I
you're
lost my brain cells.
Yeah. Cool, dude. Imagine having that take.
Yeah. All right.
I didn't know if you just wanted to comment on that.
Ready for picks?
Yeah.
All right. So we got.
We're not picking Thursday night game. It's already on right now.
We're not.
Yeah, Thursday.
I got the.
I got the Bears.
No, I got the Bears. You can't pick them.
All right. First game,
Wait,
9:30.
real quick. Do we have the scores?
Oh yeah. So last week, Dan, you actually we all had really good weeks actually. 11, 10, and 12. Dan had 11, Chad had 10, I had 12. Dan's at 32 now. Chad's at 36. I'm at 40.
Is this weird that Shree does this every week and he wins every week, or what?
Yeah, that's right.
I
I mean, you
better.
guys put me saying I was cheating on it. So
Oh, Khalil Herbert got hurt by the way. In the Bears game. All right.
Not change the line.
Yeah. Probably.
Anyway,
Bye.
let's get on to it.
All right. Jacksonville, Buffalo, London game, no home team. Jacksonville, Buffalo minus 5.5.
Oh, that's a home team. That's Jacksonville's turf.
Yeah.
They play in London every year.
actually,
I'm actually going Jacksonville. No, I'm going Buffalo.
I'm going Jacksonville.
Chad?
Buffalo. You say Buffalo?
Yeah. All right. Next game.
I have Jacksonville, by the way.
Next game, Giants, Dolphins. Dolphins minus 12.5.
That's
Give me
high.
Miami.
But yeah, Miami.
Chad, I'm guessing you go Miami.
Yep.
All right. Next game, Carolina, Detroit. Detroit minus 10. That's interesting. I'm going Carolina to cover.
What is it again? Repeat it.
Detroit, Carolina at Detroit. Detroit minus 10.
I'm gonna go Carolina just because I don't know if Amon Ra's playing this week.
Chad?
You say Carolina?
Yeah, I went to Carolina to cover too.
Detroit.
The high
All right.
line.
Baltimore at Pittsburgh. Baltimore minus 4.5. Give me Baltimore.
Kenny Pickett's out.
No, he's playing. I thought.
I mean, not that matters.
Still doesn't change anything for me. Chad?
Baltimore. Trying to give up
New Orleans at New Orleans
Oh,
at New
bubble.
England. New Orleans minus 1.
New Orleans is favored in New England.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's hit rock bottom for New England. Give me New Orleans.
Yeah, I'm going New Orleans.
New Orleans. Whoa, he's really out there, man.
I feel like he's picked against them every week.
I have actually.
That's why he's winning so much.
Yeah.
Next game. This is an interesting game actually. Texans at Atlanta. I think this would be a good game. Atlanta minus 1.5.
Yeah.
I'm going to Atlanta.
Houston.
Texans.
All right, Tennessee at Colts. Another decent game should be. Tennessee minus 2.5.
It's a decent game.
I'm going Indy.
Indy.
All right. Philly at the Rams. Philly minus 4.
Philly.
Dude, Philly's gonna piss me off this
Why?
year. Because they pushed last week instead of just winning.
Stop betting him, dude.
Yeah, Philly.
Philly. One Philly. Next game, Cincy at Arizona. Cincy minus 3.
Cincy.
Arizona.
Really?
Yeah.
Ew.
Dude, I like me some Josh Dobbs.
Apparently.
Yeah. All right. This should be an offensive
Wait, who'd you
showdown.
have? Cincinnati?
Yeah, Cincy.
Oh, this one's
Offensive showdown here.
one's
Kansas
my
City.
lock. This one's my lock. Come on.
Kansas City at Minnesota. Kansas City minus 3.5.
Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City.
I mean,
City.
Ooh, Fields might have a concussion.
I'm going Kansas City. Yeah, that was a big hit. All right, game of the week, Sunday night. Jets at Denver. Denver minus
that's
2.5.
not Sunday night. Try again.
Jets at Denver. Jets. Denver minus 2.5.
Why did you say that Sunday?
It's not the Sunday night game.
I know.
I know.
Jets at
I want
Denver.
Denver 2.5, you said?
Yep.
I'll take Denver.
Yeah, I'll take Denver.
I'm actually gonna go Jets. Sorry.
Ooh,
I mean, Zach Wilson's better than Patrick Mahomes.
apparently.
Let's show you. All right, the real Sunday night game. Actually, I think this is the first amazing Sunday night game of the year. Dallas at the 49ers.
No, Pat's Dolphins was pretty good.
Just
I mean, it was a better game, but
It was good.
Dallas 49ers. 49ers minus 3.5. That's a tough line.
Dude, I low-key want to go Dallas.
I'm going Dallas, but if I were to pick for money, actually, I'd still go Dallas. 'Cause I'd rather lose money than
I'm going with my team, San Francisco.
My team. No, we're not allowing that.
Monday
I
night.
just want to see. I haven't picked yet. Can you slow the fuck down?
Oh, I thought you said Dallas.
Stupid idiot.
Whoa.
No, I said I want to go Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be tough, man. I just feel like we're gonna see Brock Purdy, the real Brock Purdy, a little bit.
Okay.
Micah's playing, right?
Yeah.
Who? Michael Parsons?
Micah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go Dallas.
I mean, he came back into the game.
Yeah, and I didn't know. So I'm gonna go Dallas.
All right. Last game Monday night, Green Bay at the Raiders. Raiders -1.
I'm going Green Bay.
Me too.
I will also be going Green Bay.
Ah,
All right. Parlay picks.
Kansas City.
Damn, I might go New Orleans.
Bam.
All
Damn.
right. And
Boy.
I will go Buffalo -5.5
What?
against Jacksonville.
Ugh, I don't like that.
That means I gotta worry about a game in the morning? Come
Yeah, dude, I don't like that.
on. I gotta have fun to watch, man.
All right. Keep that same energy, guys.
Okay, can you relax so I can make my pick? She's trying to rush us off here.
Did you just say New Orleans?
I'm thinking about it. Holy shit. Go. You just log off.
Chad, did you not say New Orleans?
He said he was thinking about it.
-5.5. Chad, you're going Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
New
said New Orleans?
Orleans.
-1, right?
Yeah.
Dude, just what? Just
Oh no, New Orleans is +1 now on this app.
ooh, take a money
Oh,
line.
just give me the money line, yeah.
What app are you on?
The bet 365. Set wager, so we're doing $30. 30 wins 174.
What?
Yeah. Buffalo -5, Kansas City -3.5, New Orleans +1.
Hold
I don't want to
on.
root for Buffalo.
You want to root for Buffalo?
I don't want to root for Buffalo. Dude, I think I don't like that pick at all.
Buffalo?
Yeah, dude, going to London.
Yeah, you do.
Jacksonville's already been there for 2 weeks. I don't know.
I can do something else. Let me think of something else. How about I do the Colts +2.5 against Tennessee?
Wait, you're picked at 32-1 something
174.
on DraftKings. 31's 215.
Yeah, Chad. I don't know why Chad hasn't been putting these in.
But Chad, do you have New Orleans +1 or -1?
-1, but I mean,
I'll take the -1.
did you put them in as money line? It shouldn't change that much.
I did not put him in his money line.
What are they at? What is +1? It's still like -110, right?
Give me a sec. So if I do +1, and then what was that? You did Kansas City -3.5, and I did Buffalo. So wager 30. Now, okay, so 30 wins 204.
Wait, what are you? You're talking about Buffalo? Dude, take Baltimore or whatever else. Don't take Buffalo.
Indy +2.5.
Yeah, whatever.
So if I do that,
Take the money line. Take the money line. You think they're gonna win?
yeah.
Take the money line.
All right, let's see that. Money line. That let's see.
31's 236 on mine.
All right, let me see. You're doing New Orleans money line and Kansas City -3.5. Wager 30 wins 206 on mine.
Extra $30 over here.
All right.
Over in DraftKings land.
All right, we'll
Get
put it
off
on
that.
yours.
Get off that random bet 365 garbage you're on.
All right, I can put it on FanDuel or DraftKings too.
DraftKings always has better odds than FanDuel.
All right, I'll do DraftKings.
Can you do DraftKings where you're at?
Yeah.
You can?
Yeah, Virginia has everything.
Jesus, I might just start hitting you because I gotta hit Chad up at 6
put
in the
it
morning.
in.
He responds to me at 12:59 a.m.
Yeah.
12:59
Is it
PM.
in?
Sin.
All right.
The lines
What
are
are we
different.
complaining about?
It would have hit if the Eagles, if you got the Eagles line when I wanted it.
All right, we good?
Move to New Hampshire. What do you want me to do?
No.
Oh,
All right. Keep that same energy.
Keep the same energy.